SugarCity MorningShow.
Good morning, muy buenos días todos y bienvenidos a esta edición del Sugar City Morning Show. Un gran gusto saludarles hoy por la mañana. Hoy es, como siempre, hoy es el 8 de agosto y son exactamente las 7:03. Good morning, and I hope that you're doing fine, and I trust that all your plans for today work out beautifully. I'm hoping that is my wish for you guys today. Buenos días de nuevo y gracias por la oportunidad de poder llegar hasta lo más íntimo de sus hogares. Muchas gracias. Estamos transmitiendo en vivo desde Nortevisión, Canal 10, aquí en la Avenida San Lorenzo. Y estamos transmitiendo por cable y también por aire y también por internet. Por la página Facebook, por cable, por todo el país, desde Corozal hasta Punta Gorda, porque estamos unidos a la red de proveedores de señal de cable, y también por aire. Y quiero mencionar tantito que por aire es un servicio especial, gratuito, de parte de los dueños de esta agencia y de parte de los patrocinadores, que permite que las personas que no están en cable, donde no hay cable disponible, que puedan ver un canal de televisión. Y esto es Canal 10, sin tener que pagar absolutamente nada. Canal 10, simplemente tienes que conseguir una antenita, conectarlo a tu televisor y vas a poder verlo. En muchos casos ni eso es necesario, simplemente es dirigir el televisor hacia la señal de la torre. Compañeros, muy buenos días de nuevo. Si nos acaban de sintonizar, las 7:05. Bienvenidos al show. Como siempre, empezamos nuestro programa con una oración, como siempre. Y te pido que te unas conmigo en decir: Padre, muchas gracias por todas tus bendiciones. Nos das la vida. Hoy sucedió el milagro de poder despertar, de abrir los ojos. Gracias, Padre, por eso. Por la vida, por la salud, por las fuerzas, por mis familiares, por mis amistades, por el bienestar, por todo lo que sucede en mi vida, Padre. Muchas gracias. Mi fe es tal de que tú haces todo por mi camino, por mi bienestar. Tú me amas intensamente y tú me amas incondicionalmente. Y por eso te lo agradezco. Te doy las gracias. Te doy las infinitas gracias por ese amor. Y te pido que continúes amándonos. Te pido, Padre, como siempre, por las personas enfermas, como yo. Te pido, Padre, por los niños abandonados, por los viejitos que están solos, abandonados por sus familias. Te pido por las familias de aquellas personas que recién han fallecido, que están todavía dolidos. Te pido por todos nosotros, que hoy tengamos la capacidad de hacer acciones para merecer esas bendiciones que tú nos das, Padre. Porque nos das y nosotros recibimos. Y poco damos. Permítenos hoy, Padre, dar más. ¿Y cómo damos más? Amando al prójimo, compartiendo con el prójimo y no pensando como egoístas que somos solo en nosotros. Permítenos, Padre, ser más humildes, más dativos, más generosos y más conscientes de las necesidades de otras personas. Padre, te alabamos y te bendecimos siempre. Amén. Good morning. If you just joined us, it's exactly 7 minutes after 7 o'clock. Let's go to the general weather forecast for this morning, Thursday, and tomorrow. Today is already Thursday, the 8th of August, and I like to send greetings to Myrna Usher in Belize City, who sends us greetings on a daily basis. Myrna, have a fantastic day. A tropical wave will cross the country today and support relatively moist and unstable conditions. Well, thank God. We may have some rain, because sometimes the tropical wave passes and we barely get any. It's going to be cloudy at times with a few showers and isolated thunderstorms, mostly over southern and central areas today, increasing over most areas tonight. So, hopefully, tonight we'll get some showers. The winds blowing from the east at 5 to 15 knots. The sea state light chop. The temperatures along the coast 87 degrees Fahrenheit as a high, 80 as a low. Inland 93 degrees Fahrenheit as a high and 74 as a low. And in the hills 84 degrees Fahrenheit as a high and 68 degrees Fahrenheit as a low. There are no advisories in place. And just let me quickly go to the National Hurricane Center web page. And okay, we're in. And it says tropical activity is not expected during the next 48 hours. Okay, yes, I see the big blotch of rain right in front of Belize. It's by the coast of Honduras right now. And this is going to be crossing the country today, and rather tonight. Bring in some rain for the country of Belize. Rain for the country of Belize. It's I know a lot of people are quite glad to that we're going to be receiving rain, because in a lot of cases the crop depends, the success of the crop depends if we have rain these days or not. And if we don't have the rain, then the crop is finished, finito, caput. It's done with. The outlook for tomorrow, Friday and Friday night, is mostly cloudy skies with some showers and thunderstorms, mainly over inland areas during Friday, then over southern and some coastal areas Friday night. A low tide occurs at 10:53 this morning, a high tide at 5:04, a second low tide at 10:14 p.m., and the second high tide tomorrow morning at 4:30. The sun rose this morning at 5:33. The sun is setting at 6:22. The moon is rising at 12:57 this afternoon, and the moon is setting tomorrow morning at 12:35. Thank you, forecaster Michael Gentle. Perdón. Buenos días, aquí les va el reporte del estado del tiempo y hoy les traigo poquito de buenas noticias. Una ola tropical está puesto para cruzar el país de Belice durante el curso del día hoy y debe de estar trayendo un poco de humedad y condiciones inestables. Es más, va a llover. Para las siguientes 24 horas, nublado por momentos, con algunos chubascos y tronadas aisladas, más sobre la porción sur y central del país, y luego entonces incrementándose tanto así y esparciéndose tanto así que cubre entonces todo el país de Belice. Ahí es donde nos entran las posibilidades de conseguir lluvia. Los vientos del este de 5 a 15 nudos, el estado del mar ligeramente agitado. Temperaturas por la costa 87 como una máxima, 80 como una mínima. En el interior 93 como una máxima y 74 como una mínima. Por las colinas únicamente 84 como una máxima y 68 como una mínima. ¿Qué se espera para, no hay advertencias? Y como dije en inglés, en la página del Centro de Huracanes no existe absolutamente nada que nos pueda presentar una amenaza, así que no hay nada en absoluto. ¿Qué esperamos mañana? Cielos nublados con algunos chubascos y tronadas, más que nada sobre el interior del país, y no dice exactamente dónde, si en el sur, norte o porción central, nada más en el interior del país durante el curso de mañana viernes, y luego sobre las áreas de la costa y el área del sur, más luego por la noche. Así que el sur de nuevo consiguiendo bastante lluvia, aquí en el norte casi nada. Ojalá y tengamos unas cuantos buenos aguaceros mañana durante el curso del día. Una marea baja, a las 10:53, una alta a las 5:04 hoy por la tarde, luego otra segunda marea baja a las 10:14 hoy por la noche y otra segunda marea alta mañana a las 4:30 de la mañana. El sol salió hoy a las 5:33, se oculta a las 6:22 hoy por la tarde. También la luna sale a la 1:03 por la tarde y luego se oculta a la 1:25 ya mañana temprano por la madrugada. Muchas gracias, forecasta Michael Gentle. Ya son las 7:14, pero también enviándole muchas gracias a nuestros patrocinadores, como siempre, Government of Belize Information Service, Digi, Vega Imports, Vega Distributors, y también Gillette's Meat Shop, German Vega and Sons, A&R's, Banquitas House of Culture, The Referendum Unit, y compañeros, ya son las 7:14, vamos a las 7:15, ya vamos a una pausa y estaremos de vuelta con ustedes, con el señor Robert Checky Osha. Así que vamos a esta pausa y estaremos de vuelta con ustedes.
The first two phases of the Hummingbird Highway Rehabilitation Project from the Belmopan Roundabout Junction to Saboon Bridge and Alta Vista Bridge to Dangriga Town has already made a remarkable difference for commuters and residents alike. These first two phases are a $16.5 million investment by the government of Belize. Under this project, the highway is being rehabilitated through improvement of the road pavement to create a safer environment for the public. Improvements, especially in the areas that pose a high risk to motorists, include the introduction of paved road shoulders, high visibility line markings, reflective road studs, bus laybys, and other features that will bring the entire road segment in line with internationally recognized standards. Additionally, the replacement of the existing single-lane bridges will reduce road risks. These improvements will increase economic, tourism, and agricultural opportunities, further encouraging the social development of Belize, particularly in the south. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Need an escape from your daily schedule? Why not become a tourist in your own country? Discover Western Belize. Transport back in time and be awed by the reminiscences of the Mayan civilization. Be adventurous or spend a day with family and friends enjoying the serenity of the Macau River. Sample a Kaya staple or pick up some fresh produce to make your own delicacy. Come visit us in Western Belize. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Take a journey with us to endless possibilities. Our future as a country is now. Diginet Boost is countrywide. Taking Belize into the future. A nationwide technological evolution. As the most advanced fiber connection, Diginet Boost is a step forward into a modern world. Belize is powered by Diginet. Diginet Boost, now available countrywide.
6 cylinders to pure potential and better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. You think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the watchers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine, Rush Franz, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Every friendly competition has a winner and a loser, a runner-up, a second best, someone that just doesn't have what it takes. Our friends know this feeling all too well. Since Digi introduced their new prepaid data plans, Digi fans have been happier than ever. While the other guys, their plans just can't even compare. Digi's new plans have the best value for your dollar. That's more data for less money, with even more options. So keep being a winner and keep living your best life with Digi.
I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. SugarCity Morning Show.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. And yes, Checky is back. I'd like to ask you to join me in saying, welcome back. Good morning to Mr. Robert Checky Usher. Checky, it's good to have you back.
Thank you very much, Mr. Martinez, and good morning to all our viewers of North Television Channel 10. It's always a pleasure being here, and I was asked to shout out this morning Francis Sutherland and William Bakersfield, also to Albert Dominguez in South Central Los Angeles, California, to Mr. Aston Kelly, and everybody else who asked to shout them out. They say they usually view the show on Facebook. So good morning to you all as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So all the way in Los Angeles, California.
Yep.
California. Well, good morning, and welcome to the second segment of the Sugar City Morning Show. Checky, I just want to talk lightly in the second segment. Not lightly, but what I want to say was chat with you about about your trip, and in particular about something that you did, which was for the first time, and you enjoyed it incredibly. And he comes in, but I'm going to ask you to do that, because if I say it, then it's going to rob away from the excitement of doing it. How was your trip, and what was the highlight of it?
The highlight of the trip, because it was for the first time I eat one double whopper from McDonald's.
And he has a heart to come and tell me that.
Yeah, double whopper. But you know, it was good. It was good, Emmanuel. It was like a family thing, you know, and try to take care of the situation. No, you knew what was going on, right? But you know, on that end, everything was okay. And then it happens that one of my cousins' son got married. You know, so they asked us to share a little music with them. So we did that as well, you know. But I also had the opportunity to go back all the way to the 70s, you know, when I was invited to go to the Hollywood Bowl in Hollywood to see a big concert by the main man from the Commodores. We're talking about Lionel Richie.
Lionel Richie, and he actually went to see the man in concert.
Yeah.
And how was it?
By marvelous. He's on the Hello Tour. You know, he has a song that's like,
hello, and it's me you're looking for.
Yeah, I mean, look for you, but I never see you. No, but
Okay.
you know, not only a lover of music, but as a musician as well.
How old is Lionel?
I understand he's close to 70.
And his voice doesn't change, and he doesn't look a day older than 55.
Yeah, his voice not change at all. He's currently on the American Idol show as well as a judge, you know, and he stopped in LA to do that concert. It's a tour that they are doing. It's a Hello tour. And it was so great to see how things are organized there, Emmanuel, because when you go and line up for those concerts, and you know, remarkable that you don't figure that, okay, someone like Lionel Richie, when we see Lionel Richie, I see a lot of people that Afro and people from way back from the Commodores, but you know what? It's mostly white folks, you know.
Really?
Mostly white folks.
Kidding me.
Serious.
Okay.
And the capacity of the Hollywood Bowl is 17,000, Emmanuel. And it was packed to capacity.
It was packed to
show.
Capacity. Oh, wow.
You know, and when you look way up yonder, because it's an amphitheater, you know, when you look all the way back, you see them people look so small. But I was lucky enough to be closer. You know.
Well, I'm so glad.
I was right behind the VIP section, so it was good. One of my friends.
Behind the VIP section, the man gone large.
Yeah, when Lionel come out on the stage, you could see I'm good, man. And, you know, the band was so good. All the songs, everything, you know, the songs there, everything was marvelous, you know. And he sings some of the songs from the Commodores. He did some of the disco, you know, like Brick House and those songs. Take us back to Easy, like a Sunday Morning, all those great songs. And also...
what do the youth these days recognize a song like Easy, like Sunday Morning?
Yeah.
Because maybe you need to do a Lionel Richie show one of these days on the radio.
Yeah. He said, "Good morning, Mr. Checker. The program is good, but when Emmanuel started singing, I feel like he may rain."
Well, let it rain.
People are rain, the joke. Yeah. And Adabika never sing the song from Hero Neville say, "And it feels like rain." But Emmanuel, you know, the professionalism that is behind these artists in the US, it's good. You know, everything check before you go in there. You can't carry no drink, nothing. You know, and they have all the different things selling. When you go in to the show, they got people on the side, they sell and electric T-shirts, caps,
memorabilia and all of that stuff. Yes.
And there was fireworks to end off the show. And
wow!
Yeah,
all
big
right.
fireworks to end off the show, and they end off the show with the song "We Are the World."
Okay.
And the audience just get in and sang. And you know what's so good by all the effects, and when the lights come in and bomb out and so, you know, like them people, they are noisy. But it's something different, man. Something different.
It's something to remember because you don't get to see those things on a daily basis. And yes, here in Orange Walk, we've had our share of small little share of concerts. Yes, we've had. I gather that a lot of people went to the Chronics or whatever concert. I'm not fond of that kind of music, so I don't go.
But they got people that enjoyed it.
That enjoyed it. So mucho respeto, you know.
Yeah.
That's not my cup of tea. But I did like the Los Bukis here in Orange Walk.
Yeah, Los Bukis.
And this is the only one that I went to here in Orange Walk. Well, up in the States, every weekend we used to go to the concerts when we were in college.
Yeah.
You know, every weekend. And once I even went to an Air Supply concert, but I got front seats. I mean, front, number one and number two.
Yep.
And that was because the tickets were given to me by the owners of the stadium. So, yes. And well, I had somebody in there who knew me, so it was a big deal for me. Look at the Spanish wife Orange Walk, the front seat, and everybody going like, "Who the hell is he?" And I know I just sat there and said and enjoyed the show.
Yeah, you know
to the fullest.
The section where they had waitresses and waiters, you know.
Oh yes.
You know, if you want to eat or anything, one of the lady that was serving, you know. I was talking to her and she's saying that the capacity is 17,000, but it was cut down a little bit in normal seating to reserve area for persons in wheelchairs, and, so that I think I think they put like over 500 seats.
Well, the Frank Irwin Special Events Center in Austin, Texas, I think you'll be able to take in 23,000 or 25,000 people, and it was built that pretty much the same way, like. But it was enclosed.
Yeah.
It was one thing. It was enclosed, but it's one of the venues for the big concerts and Austin being a music city. I mean, everybody goes to Austin, Texas. Everybody, and I was particularly fond of living there and being there, because it still is a fun city.
Yeah, but Emmanuel, from where we live, in Los Angeles, it would usually take you like between 20 to 30 minutes to reach in that area where the Hollywood Bowl is. And that day, we left home at 5, and we got inside the concert 7 o'clock. Traffic like that.
Oh yes, traffic
But
like that.
it was good, and good morning.
And I'm glad for you, and I'm glad for all those people who went. I'd give me the last 2 cents for Lionel Richie.
Yeah.
Any day.
Yeah.
Any day.
A lot of people tell me, but how is his voice? His voice is there. You heard it a while ago, right?
Yes, his voice is still there. I mean, the man nearly 70, and believe me, not a crack up or nothing like that. Yeah. And even if it did crack up, I mean, I would still enjoy it, because that's still Lionel Richie.
Yeah, and people who go to a concert really love the man, boy. People they dance up, and they got a big screen and show people on the screen, and yeah. It good. But and then the thing is that you have to figure out who go to the shows, but you can't video, you can't. No, but you could do all them things, man, with your phones. You can't carry no commercial and video equipment and audio equipment like that. But you go into the phone, you go video. A lady that was with us, she was doing live Facebook for all her family to enjoy. So it good. But Emmanuel, I think we need to rise and shine with Delvin now.
Of course.
Because Delvin is ready to connect with us right here this morning. So. Hello, good morning, Delvi.
Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
How are you this morning?
We okay. And you?
I am doing great, man.
Okay, that's good to know.
I saw Delvi walking this morning. I saw her riding a bike yesterday, but she's quite intent on exercising these days.
Yes. That's good.
That's good for you. Keep it up, darling.
But you see what good? There's a cost to exercise,
Oh, really?
Because it doesn't cost you to exercise, but it costs you if you don't exercise.
Oh, if you don't exercise.
You understand?
Yes.
Yeah.
All those coconut crusts are gonna be taking their toll on your belly.
Yeah, but once you work out, you're good. You have a man listen, Joe?
I listen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, it's a pleasure having you back once again, Delvi. We have been busy over the past 2 weeks, but we are back and we're ready to go again.
Yes.
So yeah.
Glad I'm good to be back. So thank God.
Yeah.
How long are you gonna be here in Orange Grove?
Well, I'm supposed to leave this weekend because I need to go start working with school stuff. Now we have workshops going on, and then after that I need to go start preparing my classroom. So this is my last week here in Arindra for right now.
Okay, well, it's a pity. Maybe we can have you for a while on the show tomorrow.
Okay.
If you have anything else planned. No,
I can make it. Just tell me the time and then I can be there.
Yes, about 8 o'clock. Is that good? Or earlier? Well, we'll talk about it later.
It's good if you call 8 o'clock and you say, "But I call 7 and it's better never wake up yet, so I couldn't bring anything for me." Well, if you call 8, you go say, "Well, right." You understand?
No excuses. No excuses.
Good morning, Miss Betty. Good morning. Good morning.
Morning. Hi, baby. Good morning.
All right. Let me get the point for this morning, then, Delvi.
All right, sure. This one I have is entitled Pain Brings a Promise.
How?
Pain.
Oh, pain.
Brings a promise.
Okay.
Pain brings a promise. Now picture one who bled and died, that our sinful past may sign. He suffered mud and through it all. He got back up each time he'd fall. It's too common, just cliche, that one man named Jesus died one day. On a tree he stood all, stretched out, a spoken peace carried from his mouth. Forgive them, Father, for they know not, even sinners holds us back. The thorns that was made for him was placed on top of his head, the crown he replaced. But not a thing could have undone battle that was already won. Now trace right back before the time Jesus knelt at the prayer in Gethsemane, that if it be possible, it pass him by. But your will, Father, yours, not mine. And he wept bitterly, that blood came out instead of sweat. Through the pain, brutal pain, Jesus Christ did not forget. That we would fall and make mistakes, that we would contribute at times to each other's heartache, that we'd sometimes forget to pray. That is why he suffered pain. To show us grace undeserving, to show us mercy, to show us love. So he suffered greatly to gain us eternal bliss. Behind his pain lay the greatest promise.
Thank you very much, Delvi. Thank you very much. I like that poem very much. It's a reminder of God's love for us. That's God's love is. I always say believing in God is one thing, but feeling God's love and experiencing God's love is another. It's like you just open a door and there's no going back. Okay? Because once you begin to experience God's love for you, believe me, there's nothing else like that. There's no other feeling like that. You could be in the worst situation. You could be in the doldrums. You could be wherever you are. And you make contact with God and you automatically feel Him. Because He's caring for you and He's loving you. Thank you very much, Delvi.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Okay, if the good Lord so will, we'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, first, yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thanks to Delvi, Mr. Martinez. I believe it's time for us to go on a break.
Yes, absolutely. It's 7:36. Let's go on a quick break and we'll be right back with you after these messages.
Everyone needs a getaway. Why not make it in your own backyard? Learn the history of your old capital.
Is that it?
Or venture out on a road trip to experience the village life and be captivated by nature's wildlife, culture, and food. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walk Town. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
Motor 5.0, 4 válvulas por cilindro. Todos quisiéramos una. Como que no agarra, ¿no? Siento como que se le pega el balancín. Vamos a darte el aceite que te mereces. Vas a correr como rayo, preciosa.
Los que oímos más allá de las revoluciones, hablamos máquina. Rostrands, poniendo el mundo a funcionar.
Agente autorizado German Vega y Sons. Teléfono 322-3625. Rostrands.
On Wednesday, May 8th, Belizeans soundly decided to take the unfounded Guatemalan claim to the International Court of Justice, the ICJ. According to the special agreement, this is what happens next. 1. By June 8, 2019, the government of Belize will submit the 2008 special agreement to the ICJ. Guatemala has already done so since their referendum was held in 2018. This will give the ICJ official authority to hear the dispute and to deliver a final binding result. The ICJ will then prepare a notice of when the trial will commence. 2. Next, Guatemala will have up to 1 year, that's 12 months, to submit their case to the ICJ. 3. Belize will then have up to 1 year, that's 12 months, to respond to Guatemala's submission. 4. From there, Guatemala will be given up to 6 months to reply to our arguments, and 5. Belize will then have up to 6 months thereafter to reply to Guatemala's response. 6. After the period of written arguments ends, the ICJ may allow additional pleadings, including oral arguments, and would set deadlines for those. 7. Once the timeline for arguments has ended, the ICJ will deliberate and make a ruling in accordance with the instructions and authorities granted to them by Belize and Guatemala, as per the 2008 special agreement. 8. After the ICJ's ruling is delivered, Belize and Guatemala will have 3 months to establish a joint commission to physically demarcate the boundaries between the two countries in accordance with the ICJ's ruling. The entire process will take no less than 4 years and can be as many as 6 years. This ICJ process will bring a final end to this long-standing Belize-Guatemala dispute. Belize and Guatemala will be able to put old divisions and antagonisms behind us and ensure that peace, development, and cooperation prevail.
The Philip Goldson Highway between Belize City and the Philip Goldson International Airport is getting a major facelift to the tune of $31.5 million. Section B of the highway upgrading project between Hallover Bridge and the Buttonwood Bay Boulevard roundabout is underway at an investment of $21 million. Works consist of the full rehabilitation of the road to paved standard, which includes the widening of the road to 4 lanes, lined sidewalks and drains, wide shoulders, median, and parking, plus a bus lane at designated sections of the road. LED road lighting will be installed along with road safety features such as signs, reflectors, and road markings. The project will also facilitate in the improvement of underground infrastructure for the public utility companies. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
You have an 8-cylinder powerful engine disguised as an aluminum alloy that spins at 8,000 revolutions per minute.
Goes like this. You think it's a turbo?
No, with the cleaning of injectors and a change of oil, you will run more efficient, my friend.
For those who understand the engine like it talks to you, we speak machine. Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega and Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Residents of Dangriga now have their very own brand new modernized multi-purpose complex, compliments of the government of Belize. This $3.5 million investment in the cultural capital will host sporting events, cultural events, and shows, and can double as a hurricane shelter. Features include seating for 1,000, a fully FIBA certified wooden court, locker rooms with full bathrooms, a stage and changing rooms backstage, concession stands, office space, and ample parking. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Bienvenidos de vuelta al Sugar City Morning Show. It's 7:43, 17 minutes before 8 o'clock. Again, I'm saying welcome to Mr. Robert Chekiosha. Yesterday during the news, I was disturbed, perturbed, whatever you want to say, pissed off, mad, when I saw the lack of respect for our national animal, the tapir being killed on the side of the road by the airport road, and actually cut off his 4 legs.
What?
We do have a picture there.
Cut it off?
Cut it off. No respect. Apparently, they used it for food or something like that, but my God, and to leave the national animal just lying there. Complete disrespect. I don't know if these are Belizeans. I don't know if these are Central Americans. I don't know who they are, whoever they may be. But I don't think this would be coming out of a person who loves Belize and his and everything that is Belizean. I believe that this comes personally from this is the action of somebody who doesn't care about anything Belizean. And because he's just here and from another country. This is what I believe. Because I can't fathom the idea that a Belizean would do this to our national animal. It says, a dead tapir was found on the side of the northern highway near the airport. And it was dead, obviously. And it had been knocked down, but it was a sanguinary story. In other words, you look at it and you go like, it's bad enough that somebody hit it. It's worse when you actually take a knife, a machete, and cut off the legs of the tapir and leave it right there. Remember, what is the national animal of Belize? A tapir. They are protected. You can't kill these animals. You can't touch them.
Well, you shouldn't.
You shouldn't. Yeah. It carries a fine of about $10,000 if you do that. And I have heard people, Central Americans, say that they have killed tapirs and they have done this and they have done the other. I go like, don't you know that this is illegal? And they say, yeah, but they don't do me anything. I go like, what complete lack of respect? You are in this country, you respect the laws of this country. And you respect the national animal, and you respect the national bird, and you respect everything that is Belizean. Don't think that you can come here and do whatever you feel like you do in other countries. And I'm quite upset. And I'm hoping that the police were going to find these persons and charge them and make examples out of them. Very simple. But then again, it's left to wishful thinking. I'm hoping that the police does something about it. What are your thoughts there?
Yeah, that cruel. It is very cruel.
And apart from being illegal.
Yeah, I wonder. But apart from that, too, Mr. Martinez, why is it? And you think that people not cherish your national the national animal of Belize. So, like you rightly say, I wonder if the Belizean do this thing.
Well, I'm hoping not.
But whosoever did it, it's wrong.
I'm hoping not. Why I'm saying that this, I'm hoping it's not a Belizean and maybe somebody who's foreign, is because, well, I've heard people talk about, yo ya maté un tanto, que yo ya hice esto, que yo ya hice el otro, okay? Y que yo maté jaguar, y que esto, y que el otro, and they're saying like almost for the fun of it. And I go like, hello, do you know that these things are illegal? Do you know that you can be fined? Do you know that, the first thing they do is they lift up their hand and go like, and complete disregard for the laws of Belize. Complete disregard for the laws of Belize. And I can't take that. That just riled me up.
Yep. Yeah, it's sad. So I cut off a foot and left there.
Four, hands and feet. And I mean, I just leave it there. For what? Do you eat tapir? Do you eat tapir food? Tapir meat? As far as I can gather, that stuff is hard. Where on the tacos outside? Chirmole outside? Barbecue? I don't think so. Never heard of anybody eating tapir in the first place. Never heard. And then even the thought of maybe taking it for your dogs or anything like that. Oh, come on. Respect the national animal, man. If you so want to get food for your dogs or for anything like that, grow chickens or something like that, but not our national animal. It's a disgrace. If you see something like this happening, please call the police immediately. Please call some authority. Please. We need to be more nationalistic. Okay? We need to be more proactive because people pass, see my man, they killed something there. That's a problem. No, left him alone. Directly, you go call police and you get in trouble.
Yeah,
we have to stop that. You understand me?
Yeah, say something. See something.
You see something? Say something. Because it's not right. And I'm just hoping that the police will find this person and do this. Another one that was
more than disturbing.
More than disturbing, was when I saw the alleged infant rapist. I don't recall seeing this on the news, but to think that a young man, maybe 20 years old, would actually want to rape a 17-month-old baby? What's wrong with this dude? Huh? He plick. Well, they're here taking him to court.
Yeah,
and he will stand trial. Okay?
Straight the Supreme Court, they going.
It says it sent waves of horror across the country when it hit the headlines in February 2018. 17-month-old Alyssa Nunes was badly beaten and raped. She later died from the atrocious attack. She died. Well, the update today is that her stepfather, Everett Martinez, the man accused of this heinous crime, will stand trial at the Supreme Court for murder and rape. That was decided yesterday in court in the presence of his attorney, Oscar Salgado. Senior Magistrate Ford told Martinez that at the end of the preliminary inquiry, she found that a prima facie case has been made out against him and that he must stand trial at the next practical session of the Supreme Court, which begins October 1st, 2018. Martinez will be tried on 7 counts, 1 count of murder and 6 counts of sexual assaulted related charges, including rape. Prosecutors in this case, ASP Hector Rodriguez, presented in court 17 statements that they intend to use against Martinez. Those statements are coming from the child's mother, the child's 2 grandparents, and statements coming from the child's 2 aunts on the stepfather's side. Now, if you were to go to the Facebook page where this is highlighted, you will actually get to feel the rhythm of of how people think this man should be treated. Most people are saying it's yes, exactly so, that they should actually hang the man. We should try to make examples out of some of these people. But unfortunately, you know that we create a big hula-bula when it comes to that.
Yeah.
Okay? Oh, human rights, human rights, human rights. Well, I'm just hoping, to God I hope that the man is actually found guilty and charged for murder. I'm hoping, yes, I'm hoping. And that at the end of the day, he go back to jail. And you know what they do to the man in jail.
Especially for them kind of...
You know what they do to those men in jail. Okay?
So what happens to some of the young mothers out there, Emmanuel? Some of them have the man when they work.
Mm-hmm.
So they go work and they left them for mind them baby. And they started the stupidness. Remember I want to see a similar case what happened at Mascal one time when they molested. You understand? So these single moms have to start to change that way of doing things. If you got a man and you want to work, make your role. All right, going to work, you not stay at my baby. You not staying at my house. Make me mind me pick me, or I'll find somebody responsible for mind me pick me. I mean, I don't know what they go out and youth, they make them got that kind of thing in their mind and attempt to do that thing and end up doing it. Lord, man.
Kill the poor child, 17 months old, to be raped by a young man. Huh?
And it's good that the guardians or who is that, I don't know if that's the ma or the stepmother or who or the granny.
The father.
No, the one who come out and did this report. Because they got someone, they were like hiding thing. Right? It's good that they came forward and gave the report so they could catch his man, they could say anything happened.
The question is, we're hoping, fingers crossed, that we can get some justice here for the family and for 17-month-old Alicent Nunez, because it's terrible what she had to go through. It's terrible. Yeah. And no child is supposed to go through that.
That's cruelty.
That's cruelty. That is barbaric. That is, I don't know, heinous. And I don't find a word to explain this. But one big boy try to rape one 17-month-old. What you that do with them? If that your picty, what you that do with them? Put it in your yard, and then you take. A lot of people say, bring it in my yard. I want to fix them.
Somebody say, good morning. He said, when he goes to jail, they should do him the same.
Well, I don't tell you that. I hope he finds
I
hope he finds a cellmate named Boba. I make it do one thing.
Yeah. Also, Emmanuel, we have on a positive note here some youths that are doing well, which is good to know. Greetings to the under 15 team playing today. They said 3-0 they won, I think it was yesterday before the FFB. It is in the USA. Greetings to Calvin Reed and the others from Orange Walk, Corozal. I have one young man who went to from Orange Walk. Corozal fans in the US say, watch us show. So it's good that these young men are doing good out there in the US. Congratulations to you all. And keep up the good work. At least there is a forum where young people can get to do things very, very positive, no? I have a next one in Espanol, but I say maybe I have to look on it before I think about read it. But folks, remember the song competition comes up to weekend, Saturday. I believe we should have a representative from the National Institute of Culture and History coming up on the show before we close the show this morning. I'll be talking about that and other things pertaining to the artistic field here in the country of Belize.
Mrs. Buenos días, señores. ¡Qué risa! Ja, ja, ja. Johnny está posando ser otro George Price. Esto jamás podrá ser. Eso merece una risa. Gente como George no se hacen, nacen. pues está diciendo que John no se puede comparar con George. Pues enteramente, estoy de acuerdo contigo, nadie se puede comparar con George. George fue un líder, un líder es una de las personas más respetadas en nuestro país de Belice, absolutamente, por lo que logró, lo que trabajó por año tras año tras año, conseguir nuestra independencia, y lo logró. Y mucho respeto al señor George Price.
I wonder what is behind this. Why this person is saying that?
Well, I was wondering, and I think that maybe it must be some sort of mention that John did, and so forth. But I take it in stride.
Yeah, and let's continue. Got more text message. He say, "Morning, that guy should be killed for doing what he did to that baby." A lot of people got the opinions, you know, Emmanuel. It's good to get it out, right? And the thing is that right after that, believes the justice system really mess up too. You know, people get away with so many things. You can see the guiltiness, and when you go to court, some kind of maybe one lead word never write good in a report, or maybe one witness to show up. But the thing is that if the court are seeing that this person is so guilty just because one witness not show up, that person could walk off just like that, or when a typo
Graphical error.
Error.
Well, I don't know if typographical errors, but I do know that in most cases, because of the ineptitude of the persons who are assigned the case in the police department, yes, I'm saying the ineptitude of the police department in some cases, and in a lot of cases they do good jobs, but in some cases they just mess up. And what happens? The judge says, "Tell you what, you're not ready for this case. Why? You're free. Get out."
Yeah, you don't have a case.
You don't have a case. And then we look bad.
Yeah, and then that they make a lot of people get mad at the same time, and then encourage others. See how he get to no sweat. So the things continue. You not stop and say that, "Oh, boy, well, that's an example. Me not mess with that. Me not think about that." And if they not tell nobody, in their mind, if they had their mind for do a similar crime like this person, women do, even if they have a kill or have the rape or have a thief or whatever they do, they think twice. And maybe by thinking twice, they might change their mind and say, "You know, me didn't mess with that." But examples need to be set.
That's exactly right. I'm just hoping, like I said, that that person can be actually tried, charged, and actually sent to jail and made to suffer. Because, A, he needs to go through some kind of suffering. Because that's part of the rehabilitation process. You have to be reminded of what you did. You need to ask pardon for what you did, and not just voice it as a "sorry, man," and then not feel sorry for it at all. But you genuinely need to feel sorry for what you did. Genuinely feel sorry for what you did. And if that don't happen, you go out and go do the same thing again. So, A, where are we going to as a country? Where are we going to? Criminals are set loose.
And they walk beside you every day.
And they walk beside you every day because of the inability of the system to send them to jail, either by A, B, C, D, E, F, G reasons, because there could be many more. Okay, the prime suspect has been killed. The police lose the report. The police lose the file, or something like that. I hear you can't lose the file no more because this is the computer. But then again, stranger things have happened. Stranger things have happened. Huh? And the criminals go and say, tell you what, if you pay me $100,000 for do this or $50,000, I'm going to jail for about 6 months, and after that you set me free. They set me free because something is going to happen there, and after 6 months or 1 year, he's out, or 2 years, he's out, and that's it. That's the end of the case. And he goes and he does it again because he already knows that the system does not work. And it's a shame.
This text message here, Mr. Martinez, is saying, I am also vexed with the action of this man. Guys, but let the court do their job. Because who are we to sentence someone? God said, whatever you sow, you shall reap. God also said, let the children come to me, because for them is the kingdom of heaven. He also said, whatever you do to my child, you do it to me, and I will continue. Let's see. Okay, I never get the whole thing. He said, God also said, leave the vengeance to me, because the vengeance is mine.
Well, tell you what, God bless your soul. God bless you. Really, God bless you. And that comes from a sincere, because I like the way that sounds like my mother. Déjalo, hijo. Dios lo va a castigar. Pues sí, Dios me lo va a castigar. Pero a este punto, yo quiero más. Yo quiero ver más. Yo te estoy diciendo la plena neta verdad. Yo quiero ver que lo linchen a ese hijo de su mamá. Yo creo que ya ha llegado hasta cierto punto cuando hay que empezar a hacer ejemplos de estas personas. ¿Qué derechos humanos? Cuando él estuvo haciendo su desgracia, ¿se preocupó de derechos humanos? No. Así que algo dentro de mí me llama y me dice, ¿sabes qué? Quisiera ver que lo linchen. Pero eso es correcto. Si la justicia de la tierra no funciona, siempre puedes garantizarte que la justicia divina va a entrar en lugar. Pero qué bueno sería si los dos funcionarían juntos.
Yeah.
Qué mejor me sentiría.
Meantime, that is happening, the families are suffering. You know, and I want to big up Mr. Sabido and family. They are viewing us there in, I think, San Pablo, I believe. Said to big them up and say hi to Mr. Martinez as well.
Felicidades a todos los que nos ven. Perdón.
Yeah, also, the court has a system and the court knows how to operate. But when those attorneys come and the person, the mother of the child, cannot afford a big attorney, then that's where the problem comes in.
So the who get the smarter, the who get the better attorney will win. In other words, you could have all the truth on your side, but the other side has a very astute attorney
it ended up
turn things around and confuse you and does things that
like
makes you frightened and make your knees shake, and then all of a sudden out with your testimony, because hey, you confuse the judge. So I know how it goes.
And then people where they accuse them only lucky enough to get some big time attorney, boy. And so now you come attorney by one side, attorney by the next side, attorney against attorney, the prosecutor, the center, and the judge over there. And the two attorneys battle out things. Like you say, that the one who get the better attorney usually come out on top. And you could see some guiltiness in these cases, Emmanuel, but one time the attorney come in and they twist things wrong and They start the Aswali recess and they come back, and when they come back, now they start on the police report. This police report me this and that and never gone the right way. He said the Lord has given authority to governments to follow his laws, but government refused to obey those authority and will answer the Lord for their disobedience. Otro uno. Okay, and this one is in Spanish, Mr. Martinez. I believe it's on the same topic.
¿Saben qué es todo el problema de los crímenes, de los asesinatos, las violaciones? Todo esto tiene que ver con esa organización de Human Rights, porque ellos solo hicieron leyes y no las especificaron. Por eso hay mucho problema. En los tiempos antes, hasta respeto había. Tienes toda la razón, tienes absolutamente toda la razón. Yo recuerdo, y vamos a hablar de antes. Llegaba visita a tu casa. Vamos a crear un escenario. Pasa en tu casa, llega visita, llegó tu abuela o las vecinas o quien sea, llegó a la casa y tú estás ahí sentadito en el sofá. Porque quieres saber qué van a hablar. Ahí estás. Mi mamá no me tenía que decir nada. Nada más te da una mirada, ¿sí? Y te ve. Y una mirada tan fuerte que puedes leer palabras en su mirada que dice, vete de aquí. Este no es tu lugar. Mira, recoges te recoges y te vas, te quitas. ¿Ok? Sin ninguna palabra. Hoy en día, ¿sabes qué el chamaco le dice a su mamá? Ma, ¿y qué tanto me ves? ¿Por qué me estás mirando así? Porque quiero que te quites. ¿Y por qué quieres que me quite? ¿No quieres que escuche? Ya, para eso, puchica, ya le das un bofetazo. Eso es lo que mi mamá te daría, un bofetazo. ¡Pau! No hagas preguntas. Eso ha cambiado drásticamente.
Yeah. This next is God does not punish. God's word says your sin will punish you, and it's better when God permits punishment to come to such person as she will suffer more than we humans can do.
Mm-hmm. Well, I agree with that. A little while ago, I was very careful in saying that punishment will come not from God. I'm telling you that it's going to be divine justice. You could care that any way you want. But I didn't say that God punishes anybody, because I agree with you. You have to suffer the actions, the consequences of your actions. But by some sort of semblance or another, life takes care of that situation. A lot of us like to say, mira, Dios te castigó. No es que sea Dios que te castigó, porque Dios es un Dios amoroso. Pues así nos enseñan, nos dicen. Pero el primer testamento de la Biblia te dice todo por lo contrario. Te dice que Dios es un Dios vengativo, celoso, y es un Dios que si no haces lo que Él te dice, te va a hacer daño. Así te lo dice de plano. Y el segundo testamento te dice completamente diferente. Tú, take your pick.
I will quote unquote on this one. The judges and the police and those in authority are getting paid and they obstruct justice. I'm quoting from this text.
Because you had to say you're quoting from this text, because many times if we say it and say the judge they take money, Christ,
we don't got
no money to pay.
A report came in Emmanuel. It says here, one man is dead and two others are being treated for cut wounds after an altercation at the Placencia Hotel Casino. According to reports, 3 men were put out of the casino around 1 a.m. Witnesses say that they attacked the security guard with a knife. When police responded, they learned that the guard was treated at the Placencia Polyclinic for a cut wound, whilst another man, identified as Everaldo Samaoya, 24, was transported to the Southern Regional Hospital, where he died from a stab wound. Another man, Marlon Samaoya is hospitalized with a stab wound to his back. And we should get that full story coming up sometime before the show is finished, because we're getting some information that is coming in right now. Altercation, Emmanuel, at the casino there. We have a lot of more text message, but we need to take a break.
Yes, let's take a break. It's exactly 12 minutes after 8 o'clock. Vamos a esta pausa y regresamos luego de estos anuncios.
The San Ignacio-Santa Elena Bypass Project is now complete. The transformation began in 2012, and now residents of the Twin Towns and visitors alike are enjoying the end result. Works include the full pavement of Lamalus Boulevard, along with 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage, LED lighting, and a roundabout at the entrance of Santa Elena. The Twin Towns now boast the longest and widest bridge in Belize, immune to flooding from the occasional rise in water levels of the McCall River. A bypass road was also built linking the new bridge to Joseph Andrews Drive, which was rehabilitated, as well as 1 mile of pavement, a median, and 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage. This was all done to the tune of $34.8 million. But that's not all. The project was extended due to savings from the successful execution and implementation of the initial scope of works. Now over 2 miles of additional roadworks will commence, including George Price Avenue, Liberty Avenue, and the George Price Highway between Three Flags and Hawksworth Bridge. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
There's no need to go across the border to enjoy sun, sand, and crystal blue waters. Belize's northern islands and reef are just a boat ride away. Go slow and immerse yourself into the Caribbean Sea, or enjoy some fresh coconut water. Or pick up the pace on an island where locals can enjoy sandy beaches by day and feast on your fresh catch by night. Discover the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef and submerge yourself into another world where you can experience a traffic jam you will want to return. You can also make new friends along the way. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Notice the residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community, the same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
The sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillette's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longaniza, and sugar cure ham, just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at derekgillett31@gmail.com. Gillette's Meat Shop, fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico. The first 2 phases of the Hummingbird Highway Rehabilitation Project from the Belmopon Roundabout Junction to Saboon Bridge and Alta Vista Bridge to Dangriga Town has already made a remarkable difference for commuters and residents alike. These first two phases are a $16.5 million investment by the government of Belize. Under this project, the highway is being rehabilitated through improvement of the road pavement to create a safer environment for the public. Improvements, especially in the areas that pose a high risk to motorists, include the introduction of paved road shoulders, high visibility line markings, reflective road studs, bus laybys, and other features that will bring the entire road segment in line with internationally recognized standards. Additionally, the replacement of the existing single-lane bridges will reduce road user risks. These improvements will increase economic, tourism, and agricultural opportunities, further encouraging the social development of Belize, particularly in the south. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Need an escape from your daily schedule? Why not become a tourist in your own country? Discover Western Belize. Transport back in time and be awed by the reminiscences of the Mayan civilization. Be adventurous or spend a day with family and friends enjoying the serenity of the Macal River. Sample a kaya staple or pick up some fresh produce to make your own delicacy. Come visit us in Western Belize. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Bienvenidos de vuelta al Sugar City Morning Show. Hemos estado hablando acerca de ese caso perturbante en la corte de que este individuo un muchacho ya grande, eso sucedió hace un año, no sé si se lo recuerdan, que violó a una nene de 17 veces. ¿Te imaginas? Un muchacho ya grande, 20 años, 19, 20 años, 20 y pico de años, violando a una niña de 17 meses. ¿Qué ocurre? No sé, las palabras no me vienen. ¿Qué fumó? ¿Qué tomó? Para que le entren ganas de hacerle sexo a una niña de 17 meses. Perverso, es todo lo que me viene a la mente, perverso. Y pues resulta de que finalmente han encontrado suficiente evidencia para llevarlo a la corte. Y eso, pues, la gente está bastante alegre por eso, la familia en particular, porque estos casos, no deben de simplemente olvidarse, pero no porque era padrastro de la nené, no porque era amistad de la familia, sino porque lo hizo y hizo algo que nunca debió haber hecho, que es faltar el respeto a una niña, herirla, tanto así que murió la niña, porque la dañó, la lastimó. ¿Te imaginas el dolor que le causó a esa niña? Y cuento que va al lado siempre es que las mamás, por proteger al hombre, muchas veces esconden las verdades y las realidades. Pocas mamás van a tomar la posición de decir, ¿sabes qué? Sí, mi esposo violó a mi hija. Y te preguntas, bueno, ¿y por qué? ¿Qué es la razón detrás de todo esto? ¿Será que tiene miedo que el hombre la deje? ¿Será que tiene miedo que el hombre le dé su paliza también? ¿Será que es miedo? ¿O será que no le importa y nada más le gusta lo que el hombre le da? Para ponerlo así tan
a veces tiene miedo también.
Por eso digo,
Yeah.
tiene miedo. Pero si algo así sucediera en mi familia, lo primero que yo diría es, ese hijo de su mamá va a ir a la cárcel. Porque uno es perverso, nunca debió de tocar a una niña de 17 meses, jamás, nunca. Y encima violarla y matar y causar su muerte. No matarla por decir, pero causar su muerte. No. Te preguntas, ¿qué pudo haber hecho este hombre para pensar así? Generalmente una niña de 17 meses es para abrazar y para jugar con ella y no para tener sexo con ella. ¿Qué cantidad de placer le pudiera haber causado esto? A menos de que esté completamente ido este individuo. Algo, ¿cómo dirías? Loco. O bajo de una influencia de algo para trastornar su mente. Nos da mucho gusto escuchar. A mí me da mucho gusto escuchar que lo están llevando a la corte. Pero también estamos en espera de que la policía haga su trabajo, por el amor de Dios. Y que nos logre poder encontrar lo culpable, por favor, y que me lo manden a la cárcel y que ahí quizás le hagan lo mismo que le hizo a la niña. Violar su cuerpo y su respeto de la familia. A este individuo lo debe de poner con el que violó algo. Ay, Dios mío.
People mad by the situation.
Claro que sí, tenemos todo el derecho de estar enojados por esto.
Hay otro uno también. People mad.
El perro se siente ofendido si lo comparo con este maldito. No quiere cárcel, quiere la pena de muerte para que haga justicia. Qué indignación. Es cierto. Por eso tengo el derecho de estar enojado. Y todos tenemos el derecho de estar enojado. ¿Te imaginas que me lo pasen aquí en Orange Rock? ¿Qué no le hacemos a este hombre?
Yeah, people go as far as they should have done like what they did to the tapir, but people are mad. People are mad. This is something not you're supposed to take lightly, you know.
Y por eso le estamos pidiendo a las autoridades, por favor, don't goof this up.
Yep.
No me create afterwards, the man was released free and because, ay, Dios mío. Porque típicamente es lo que escuchas, que el hombre se salió libre porque no hay la evidencia, que porque la policía hizo esto, porque la policía no hizo que porque tal y tal no se encuentra, que porque el file no se encuentra, y una razón u otra, una razón tonta u otra, se pierde el caso. Las familias se quedan lastimadas, las familias se quedan, bueno, ¿y qué onda? ¿Tengo que tomar la justicia yo en mis manos para poder conseguir un poco de algo que me haga sentir bien? De venganza para que me hagas... Y esto es lo que causa problemas, porque la justicia no lo logras conseguir.
Let me see if this call... Oh, somebody was calling on my phone. I think they want to go live, but I want to ask them to call 302-2170. That's 302-2170. And people are expressing some serious thing on text messages that we cannot read, man. Mm-hmm. People are up in arms against this.
Pues tienen todo el derecho porque, puchica, para pensar que un hombre...
Defenseless little child.
Una pobre niña de 17 meses. Eso es para abrazarla y amarla y cuidarla y criarla, no para tener sexo con ella. ¿Qué le pasa a este individuo? Está absolutamente trastornado este. Absolutamente. Bueno, sé que mucha gente tiene comentarios y cuando nos mandan esos textos, a veces no podemos leerlos en su totalidad. Pero ya entendemos perfectamente qué es lo que quieren decir. Mejor aún, si quieren compartir, llámenos por teléfono. Nadie va a saber quiénes son y expresen sus emociones.
What was the charge?
302-2170.
What was the charge that was leveled on him?
Will be tried on 7 counts. 1 count of murder and 7 counts of sexual assaulted related charges, including rape. So the man has murder and rape and sexual assault charges, 7 of them.
Let's hope all the evidence.
I hope we get 14 charges.
Yeah, but let's hope that all the evidence are in place, because somebody sent a text and saying all this sound good, but when you hear it comes on the news that this person appeared in the court, and when you look, there is no evidence. The judge said they will be handing down sentence in a couple of weeks, and when they go back, there was not enough evidence, so the judge tell him to go home.
That's exactly my point. That's exactly my point. Dios mío, ese sería el día. That
But
would
then,
be the
Emmanuel,
day.
the judge is there to listen on all sides, and with the evidence that the judge gathered, then the judge used the expertise and discretion and said, well, you know what? I cannot rule on what you are presenting because it's not enough, so this will be my ruling. And when the judge ruling come out, sometimes you go the other way as well, and the person are found guilty because they don't have enough evidence. And when you look the same thing, you go the other way, the person come out free because there's not evidence, and you can look upon it and you can see clearly how this case they go. But in the cases there, they have one lot of leave fine prints and so, and sometimes some of the prosecutor, they're not well equipped to meet them big time attorney that knows all the ins and outs and all the little edges of the law.
Thank you. That's why I asked one time, I think it was the minister, I asked him, he says, don't you think we are ready to change this system of government, of prosecution that we have right here? Don't you think that we should do it like in the States, where we have a district attorney and we have they have lawyers fighting for the crown instead of police officers who are not lawyers? How can you compare a lawyer trained in UWI or at Barbados or in England, whatever, trained, that sucker is trained, and compare him with a policeman? We're nothing but law.
Yeah.
How can you compare?
And that lawyer go in there fully equipped. That's why I say when they call their briefcase. If they have to haul out a lead thing,
common sense. So we have to change. Those are the things we need to change. We need to change this system. We need to have district attorneys. We need to change that. We need to have attorneys who are in place, who are police. Who, I don't know, if you want to review the whole damn thing if necessary.
Yeah, true.
But change it just so that you have A versus A, good attorney versus good attorney, and not good attorney versus inept policeman. That can't happen. But as long as we begin to think that, hey, we don't need to change it, that is the continuation of our problem.
Yeah, going along those lines, someone said we no longer have the death penalty, no life imprisonment in Belize. So what? The court and the police do is let them free, so as someone will take them off the way very soon. God said, with the same measurement you use, you shall be measured.
Con la barra que te mides, así serás medido.
Yeah.
So that's so true.
So I guess what this person is coming from, that the judges, they know that things can happen, can't find them guilty, so they make them come out free, and then they get dealt with when they come out, when they're on the streets. I guess that is what this person are saying.
So, street justice.
I believe so. He said we no longer have the death penalty, no life imprisonment, so in prison in Belize. So what the court and the police do is let them free, so as someone will take them down on the way. Hello, good morning, Sugar City Morning Show. Hello, good morning. Hola, buenos dias, good morning, hello.
Morning, Manuel. Morning, Chucky.
Hi, morning.
Good morning, my brother, morning.
I just want to change the conversation a little.
Okay.
Because I have a concern.
Yes, sir.
Currently, in Orange Rock, we have 4 divisions: North, South, East, and Central. And my concern is that as we look at the political scenario, it is a fair statement to say that Orange Rock North is on life support. Orange Rock South is terminally ill. Orange Rock Central is not even a conversation anymore. That leaves Orange Rock East, which has a possibility. So my thing is, the only minister in Orange Rock is Honorable Elijah Von Jr. And if Orange Rock North, Standard Bearer, or whoever is in charge is not coming up to par, and Orange Rock South is terminally ill, and Orange Rock Central is not even a conversation, then there's a situation that is dismal, because if all the standard bearers are not doing what they're supposed to do, then all the UPs will come and go to the only available minister in the district. And it is unfair for him to lock up his division and say, you are Orange Rock East, so I deal with my people, I know you deal with nobody else. It is unfair, because he's the only elected minister for the district. And he cannot say, you are no for my division, because they are UDPs. And hence the UDP will go where there is the power. And that's the way politics works. So I am saying I do not see the hierarchy of the party looking at Orange Rock in a serious enough way. Because I know that the general election is coming up shortly. And if you have 3 divisions that are non-functional in a district, the only functional division will be clamored and tested and pressured to serve the other 3 divisions that are non-functional. So I don't see Orange Rock going forward for the UDP as it relates to the next general election. It appears that we have surrendered Orange Rock North, and it appears that Orange Rock Central, we know how that stands, and Orange Rock South is equally almost as bad as Orange Rock North. So we are saying that we are surrendering 3 divisions. There's only one possibility, and that possibility is being moderated in a way that if we are not careful, that one division that we have a possibility at will be brought down by the other 3 divisions who are non-functional, because everybody goes to the minister. And if he starts to say, I can't help you, he will be unpopular too. And among the UDPs, this conversation will start that I'm going to help them, and I read and this and that. So it could go negatively for us. However, I do recall, and I'm not saying this with any secondary motive, but I do recall seeing the Honorable Gaspar Vega on a television, I think interview or a press release, I don't recall what, but I saw him when he said, I am not contesting the next upcoming election. And he was asked a question, he said, the only way I will entertain running again is if I can see without reasonable doubt that we are going to lose the North. And I will not allow that to happen. So that is the only time I will run. If I can see beyond reasonable doubt that the PUP will win the North, then I will step in, because I will not allow the PUP to take the North. So to that gentleman, I'm saying, let's walk the walk. Orange Walk North is on life support and will be declared dead shortly. So hear what? Gentlemen, I'm putting you on the spot. I'm calling out your bluff now. We have no time for the word about morality and this and that, because, I mean, the other side have some real bad people, still they win, still they run. So hear what? Only thing here and there, that no bother me. The thing is, in politics, is the numbers, and 16 is the magic number. So hear what? I repeat, we have 3 non-functional divisions and 1 that is salvageable. But the other 3 are not doing anything, therefore everybody hang on to Orange Walk East and could bring him down in the UDP type of conversation where they say, but therefore he will become unpopular and be spoken ill of, when all he's doing is to try to take care of himself.
Carla, but Carla, you know when it
that only happens because the other 3 divisions are non-functional.
But you know, if I go further that, Carla, you know, traditionally for the UDP or any party to win government, you need to have a minimum of 4 to 6 seats in the North as well, right? So it goes further than what you're saying.
Exactly. And I'll tell you what, in my little 25 years in politics, I do not declare to be an expert. But for sure, the best you could do at Colorado are 2. And the best right now, as we stand, the only thing I say, the best we could do for Orange Walk, the 1. That make it 3 from Orange Walk North. That's all we could do. Available to us at this time. And if it continues like this, with the 3 divisions in Orange Walk non-functional, they will bring down Orange Walk East, then we're not have none. So here what? Time for action is here. And I repeat, I'm not being malicious. No secondary intent.
You're being real.
But I'm being real. We have to call one spade. I heard this gentleman say the only way, if I'm convinced that division will lose, then I'll be back. So here what? We need the numbers. Mr. Gentleman, you're a personal friend of mine, and Orange Walk North is on life support. So here what? Do what I have to do. Thank you.
Thanks to you, sir. Thanks to you. Thanks to you for that very lucid comment, and I always appreciate when this caller calls in, and thank you very much for doing that, sir. But we
need to go on a final break.
We need to go on a final break because I think we're getting a guest.
Yeah, we might have a guest coming on this final segment. It's 20 minutes away from 9, and we'll be back shortly.
Take a journey with us to endless possibilities. Our future as a country is now. DigiNet Boost is countrywide. Taking Belize into the future. A nationwide technological evolution. As the most advanced fiber connection, DigiNet Boost is a step forward into a modern world. Belize is powered by DigiNet. DigiNet Boost, now available countrywide.
Six cylinders to pure potential and better performance.
It looks like it vibrates. You think it could be the horsepower?
With a quart of oil and the calibration of the injectors, it will start to get the watchers again on the street.
We take a motor to its optimal level. We speak machine, rush runs, making the world function. Authorized agent, German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Every friendly competition has a winner and a loser. A runner-up, a second best, someone that just doesn't have what it takes. Our friends know this feeling all too well. Since Digi introduced their new prepaid data plans, Digi fans have been happier than ever. While the other guys, their plans just can't even compare. Digi's new plans have the best value for your dollar. That's more data for less money, with even more options. So keep being a winner and keep living your best life with Digi.
I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller. I wish I had a girl.
Someone come? Yes, someone coming. Let's go. Sa.
Who no?
Fastest question of the day. Why you the letter?
Who sent me the letter?
That sign right there. You can't read?
Well, make I tell you something. In this here community, everybody dump here, so me just dump my garbage right here.
So if somebody jump off a bridge, you that do it too?
Oh man, no.
You never know that littering is an environmental crime and Department of the Environment can charge you for that?
Why is that a crime?
Because you pollute the same environment you live in, dirtying the same land and water you use. You don't even know that you dumping garbage can make you and your family sick by attracting disease-carrying pests, and the Department of the Environment just to try help we take care of the environment.
So all of that? Well, know that you put it that way.
Thanks for your 5 cents, brother. That's 5 cents question of the day.
This message is brought to you by the Department of the Environment.
Everyone needs a getaway. Why not make it in your own backyard? Learn the history of your old capital. Or venture out on a road trip to experience the village life and be captivated by nature's wildlife, culture, and food. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega & Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walk Town. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega & Sons Limited, because we care for you.
Motor 5.0, 4 válvulas por cilindro. Todos quisiéramos una. Como que no agarra, ¿no? Siento como que se le pega el... ¿Balancín? Vamos a darte el aceite que te mereces. Vas a correr como rayo, preciosa.
Los que oímos más allá de las revoluciones, hablamos máquina. Roche-France, poniendo el mundo a funcionar.
Agente autorizado German Vega y Sons. Teléfono 322-3625. Roche-France.
On Wednesday, May 8th, Belizeans soundly decided to take the unfounded Guatemalan claim to the International Court of Justice, the ICJ. According to the special agreement, this is what happens next. 1. By June 8, 2019, the government of Belize will submit the 2008 special agreement to the ICJ. Guatemala has already done so since their referendum was held in 2018. This will give the ICJ official authority to hear the dispute and to deliver a final binding result. The ICJ will then prepare a notice of when the trial will commence. 2. Next, Guatemala will have up to 1 year, that's 12 months, to submit their case to the ICJ. 3. Belize will then have up to 1 year, that's 12 months, to respond to Guatemala's submission. 4. From there, Guatemala will be given up to 6 months to reply to our arguments, and 5. Belize will then have up to 6 months thereafter to reply to Guatemala's response. 6. After the period of written arguments ends, the ICJ may allow additional pleadings, including oral arguments, and would set deadlines for those. 7. Once the timeline for arguments has ended, the ICJ will deliberate and make a ruling in accordance with the instructions and authorities granted to them by Belize and Guatemala, as per the 2008 Special Agreement. 8. After the ICJ's ruling is delivered, Belize and Guatemala will have 3 months to establish a joint commission to physically demarcate the boundaries between the two countries in accordance with the ICJ's ruling. The entire process will take no less than 4 years and can be as many as 6 years. This ICJ process will bring a final end to this long-standing Belize-Guatemala dispute. Belize and Guatemala will be able to put old divisions and antagonisms behind us and ensure that peace, development, and cooperation prevail.
The Philip Goldson Highway between Belize City and the Philip Goldson International Airport is getting a major facelift to the tune of $31.5 million. Section B of the highway upgrading project between Haulover Bridge and the Buttonwood Bay Boulevard roundabout is underway at an investment of $21 million. Works consist of the full rehabilitation of the road to paved standard, which includes the widening of the road to 4 lanes, lined sidewalks and drains, wide shoulders, median, and parking, plus a bus lane at designated sections of the road. LED road lighting will be installed along with road safety features such as signs, reflectors, and road markings. The project will also facilitate in the improvement of underground infrastructure for the public utility companies. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
You have an 8-cylinder powerful engine disguised as an aluminum alloy that spins at 8,000 revolutions per minute.
Goes like this. You think it's a turbo?
No, with a cleaning of injectors and a change of oil, you will run more efficient, my friend.
For those who understand the engine like it talks to you, we speak machine. Rush France, making the world function. Authorized agent German Vega & Sons. Telephone number 322-3625. Email germanvega@btl.net.
Residents of Dangriga now have their very own brand new modernized multi-purpose complex, compliments of the government of Belize. This $3.5 million investment in the cultural capital will host sporting events, cultural events, and shows, and can double as a hurricane shelter. Features include seating for 1,000, a fully FIBA certified wooden court, locker rooms with full bathrooms, a stage and changing rooms backstage, concession stands, office space, and ample parking. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
The San Ignacio-Santa Elena Bypass project is now complete. The transformation began in 2012, and now residents of the Twin Towns and visitors alike are enjoying the end result. Works include the full pavement of Lamalus Boulevard, along with 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage, LED lighting, and a roundabout at the entrance of Santa Elena. The Twin Towns now boast the longest and widest bridge in Belize, immune to flooding from the occasional rise in water levels of the McCall River. A bypass road was also built linking the new bridge to Joseph Andrews Drive, which was rehabilitated, as well as 1 mile of pavement, a median, and 2 miles of sidewalks and drainage. This was all done to the tune of $34.8 million. But that's not all. The project was extended due to savings from the successful execution and implementation of the initial scope of works. Now over 2 miles of additional roadworks will commence, including George Price Avenue, Liberty Avenue, and the George Price Highway between Three Flags and Hawksworth Bridge. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
There's no need to go across the border to enjoy sun, sand, and crystal blue waters. Belize's northern islands and reef are just a boat ride away. Go slow and immerse yourself into the Caribbean Sea or enjoy some fresh coconut water. Or pick up the pace on an island where locals can enjoy sandy beaches by day and feast on your fresh catch by night. Discover the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef and submerge yourself into another world where you can experience a traffic jam you will want to return. You can also make new friends along the way. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. It's exactly 6.5 minutes away from 9 o'clock, folks. We're squeezing this little part for you because it's something important happening right here in the north. It's a lovely, beautiful Thursday morning, and with us we have Mr. Greg Vernon right here with us. Good morning, Mr. Vernon. Welcome to Orange Walk.
Morning. Thanks for having me at beautiful Orange Walk.
Welcome to the show.
That's right. Once again.
Tacos?
It's good, Taco City.
You don't need to tacos, somebody?
Not yet. It's a working day, so you want late breakfast or brunch.
Okay. Well, Mr. Vernon, it's a pleasure having you here, and tell us what you bring to Orange Walk today, sir.
What I bring to Orange Walk is passing through and taking the Orange Walk people to Corozal. Corozal will be hosting the National Song Competition, and this year we're looking at 20 participants vying for the title of Belize Song Senior, Carnival Song Senior, Belize Song Junior, and Carnival Song Junior. And if you know this National Song Competition, we have been moving around the country of Belize. Remember, we used to be just there at Belize City. And then our fans and the people there, and also the artists started to reel up and say, to centralize this thing just to Belize City. And so we are making sure that we move around the country by the National Celebration Commission having a lotto pick that makes sure that we move around the country in getting all Belize involved with this National Song Competition.
Is 20 a good number?
20 is a good number. 20 is a perfect number for what we're doing, because what we did, we had 25, and we did the semifinals, and we moved down to 20 of we're looking for quality this year. And so we would like to put off a quality presentation out in Corozal at the Civic Center August 10th. And so the coaches that we have selected looked at the pieces, and then we narrow it down to 7 Belize song, 7 Carnival song, 3 Belize song Junior, and 2 Belize song Carnival.
What does an artist get out of coming into the song competition, even if they, just by participating, even if they win or they don't win?
They get that experience. They get the experience to go on to the stage. They get to work in a studio. They get to work with composers, arrangers. They surround themselves with people. We also get a chance to see new talent coming out, because there is a prize for breakout artists of the year. And so if you're brand new, never perform on stage before, the audience or the judges don't know you, the judges look at that and they look at the talent that you have and give you a prize, $500, just for participating.
Right.
And we also have the People's Choice Award that is on My National Song, that is on the website. Go to My National Song, you could vote, comment, positive comments, please. And they will be able to also be known for their songs. And some scouts that are around usually pick them up, put them on stage. You know, the September celebration is right here, and they also get a chance to participate in their own community, in their own municipality, because we have participation from Toledo, Cayo, Belize, Stan Creek, Orange Walk. Corozal, none from Orange Walk, unfortunately. But I'm hoping that we would be able to source some from Orange Walk next year, and because I'm sure Orange Walk have the talent and the musicians to do so.
It gives the musicians and the artists to explore their talent. Have you seen anyone that has participated in the national song competition comes up to be good going artist?
One person that jumps out at me is Cecil Jenkins, Coconut Boy.
Okay.
He started off as junior.
Oh, okay.
He won 2 times as junior, and then he came as a senior last year and won.
Right.
So he will be defending his title this year, and so this is one positive that you could say comes out, that Coconut Boy will be defending his title as
Shine
senior.
was part of that as well.
TR Shine has been inside of the national competition.
That's why he
also,
broke out as well, right?
That he helped break. And also I always give the kudos to national song, but help too. And then you have Nello Player, who is totally talented.
Right.
And so Nello came in and he won 3-peat. And so the rules say if you win 3 times, we don't want you again. But we are looking at that to say, listen, man, if the man totally talented, because you know how we go here and say, oh, the man, they win too much time. But if the man talented and have the skills to pull off one competition, this is something that we are encouraging.
Yeah. So this is a forum for you to come out and exercise your God-given talent, and at the same time you get that opportunity to be a rising star. Like you mentioned, we have Nello Player, we have TR Shine and Coconut Boy, and they are very productive. Maybe if there was not that forum, they would have had that opportunity and say, okay, I get the exposure up on the stage, so now I believe I'm ready for it.
That's right. So they are, for example, we have from Toledo, we have Amir, and Amir Gentle, known as Prince, came in last year with Soca Warrior in the Carnival competition, junior, small young man. Yeah. We discovered him from the National Festival of Arts. Oh, okay. And when we look at Prince and we say, oh, yeah, Lee Boy got talent, and he have a father that really push him. And so he will be defending his title on the Corozal stage this year, and he'll be doing Belize song and Carnival song this year. So he's branching out, and so these are things. Unfortunately, again, like Ernestine Carballo, she won last year, but she will not be defending her title this year. Okay. But these things happen when you can't raise the money, because it's a lot of money to get into the studio and find your arranger and find your composers and find people that would be able to push you through.
Yeah, but Mr. Vernon, when it comes to the judging, sometimes people complain about the judges. But then people don't really know what's the criteria of the judging and what the judges are looking at, because they might have somebody that goes on stage and he just rock the stage and everybody agree with that person and everybody say, hey, he or she bad, then good, then they come on. But then it's not only that the judges are looking at.
Yeah,
and people are saying, hey, the judge a thief, this person.
Thief.
You understand?
The judges are always thief.
Yeah.
Welcome to our Belize society. We always have a thief. We are within a Queen of the Bay, then thief. Within a Carnival, the thief. Because you have not chosen the person I'm rallying behind. Yeah. So if you are a judge and I am rallying behind a particular artist, I am very passionate about that artist.
Right. Yes.
And so I will holler thief. I mean, it's the first thing that will come to one's mouth. But you have to get into it. Like I said, go to my my national song online, go to the social media pages, my national song competition, and look at what the judges are looking for.
Right.
Because as one of the promoters and the organizers, I myself open my eye when the result come in. I'm like, what? Because I have my favorite, but
Yes.
I don't interfere to say no. And so it's vocal quality for the Belize song.
Mhm.
It is stage presence, how you command the stage, how you work the stage. It is the audience appeal, how you involve the audience in your presentation.
How you deliver.
It is also diction. If I'm sitting here as a judge and do not understand what you're saying, how do you expect me to judge you on the lyrical content? You know, we're trying to move away from that birds and bees and trees and mahogany trees and the whole thing, and we want to make sure that the songs that you are singing are patriotic in its sense, as well as bring a message. It is time for us to look at the situation where we're in. Like last year, we are going on to the ICJ, and so we're looking at, listen, Guatemala, leave us alone. Don't mess with us. And this is the type of songs and message that you want to bring to take the people into a vote.
Right.
That is very significant to where Belize will be in the future. And so we're over that. And so now we're moving on and we're looking at songs that would be able to remain with us. So old songs that we have, oh God, goodness gave this land to me, homeland by the sea, our mother, father, granny, grandpa, I always talk about it and say, oh, those are beautiful songs. And we know.
Yes.
Because you as the radio station here and television stations here still play the song.
Yeah, true.
And why we play the song? Because it is instilled in us.
Okay.
In us, and those are the type of songs that we're looking for.
Okay.
Because any writer, composer could get up there and songwriter and say, oh, we are sing about this. But how long will it last? It will be a fad. Stay with us. It needs to remain with us, making sure that we have it in our heart and we could sing along with it. And so it's important that our artists get out and start playing their songs so the Belizean public could be able to, to know the songs.
Logistics now for the show on Saturday. Who can go to the show? Where the show will be? What time?
There's a word that I like, free, Corozal Civic Center. We're starting at 8 p.m. and it's a family event. Bring the entire family. We start off with the junior categories, Belize song, Carnival song, and by the time 9 o'clock, 9:30 come, we're going into the Belize song senior category. By the time 10 o'clock come, we're going into the Carnival senior category. And so bring the family. It's a holiday. It's summer vacation. Their children and the youths are out of school. We will be having food for sale. There will be a bar with refreshments. And so make it a family night. Bring out the family. There will be a clock for the audience. You can see it on the screen. And it will be counting down. Each artist have 5 minutes to get on and get off.
And not less than 3.
And not less than 3, or no, not, yeah. And so the judges will be there and they'll go over 5 minutes. Okay, we deduct points.
Yeah.
But we need to work with the televisions and radios that will be broadcasting. We will be streaming, so the international public would be able to go online and be part of this whole. And this is one of the true launch of the national celebration.
Yeah.
We start in Corozal and then we go to Toledo, August 31st, in Toledo for the official launch, and that's where the Governor General will be in, and also the Mayor of Toledo and the Chair of the National Celebration, Honorable Patrick Farber, as well as, again, the Governor General to be there. And we got some good entertainment and the speeches to launch the celebration and let the party begin. Safe partying and make sure that we party safely and sanely.
And I believe the person from Orange Walk whose entry was won for the team for the September celebration should be there as well, no?
Yeah, at the launch.
Yeah, at the launch.
At the launch, right? Because that person will be there with his wife. We have already started making preparation to get him down to Toledo.
Well, Mr. Vernon, time tight. We need to go, and I know you need to go eat the tacos.
That's right.
What's your encouragement for other future competitions to have artists to bring out what they got and to have them participate in these competitions?
Competitions are very important. It gives you a sense of worth. It gives you a sense of knowing where you are with your peers. So we encourage other promoters and other radio stations. I mean, even if you bring in and play it on the air and you get one People's Choice Award, the way how we have it for the national song. And it also, because we are developing the competitive spirit, sportsmanship.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to say, yes, I have lose, and but no worry about it, I'll come back after you next year. That competitive spirit, that sportsmanship, saying congratulations to your teammate or your competitor if you win, because there only could be one winner.
Right.
Right. If there's a tie for the national competition, the head judge have that point to break that tie of the five judges. And people have to also remember that the 5 judges, the highest score and the lowest score will be thrown out. So these are the competitiveness that you need to build in your society. And so basically you want to, and it will build better citizens out of our artists, our sportsmen, people who play, give you a chance for say, okay, yeah, you beat me this time, boy.
Yep.
And so I'm encouraging everyone to come out. They're saying that Orange Walk and Corozal will merge together for make sure that the Corozal artists that are competing come in Corozal the 10th of August at the Civic Center. So I'm asking that, the Belize, Toledo, Cayo, Sand Creek bring, of course, they will be bringing their buses, because I saw on social media where they sell tickets and getting people all organized with their rugs and flags. So the Corozal and Orange people were saying, okay, bring your rugs and flag and stand behind the artist that you think should be winning, should have the winning. It's $10,000 for first place, and it's $3,500 for the junior category. So this is a very good competition. Bring out the family and let's have some fun.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Vernon. It's a pleasure.
Always a pleasure, sir.
Yeah, folks, this show repeats at 9 o'clock tonight. My name is Robert Chekosha. If the good Lord so will, and we eat enough tacos today, we might manage to be there tomorrow. So, Mr. Vernon, I treat with the tacos today, so we are there tomorrow. Have yourself a wonderful day.
SugarCity Morning Show.